Welcome back to Undiagnosed Baddie, your favorite daily 10-minute podcast hosted by me, your girl, BellaThaGawd. Make sure y'all are sharing, liking, subscribing. And now that we got business out of the way, let's get into today's topic. Okay? Diva01 says, when did it become socially okay for people to take hours or days to respond to their friend's text message? If we're friends, why are you taking 2 to 7 business days to reply? Someone explain. As someone who this has happened to, let me tell you, you got to give people a dose of their own motherfucking medicine. That's what you have to do. You have to treat people how they treat you, and they will start to see that they don't like that shit, because that's what I had to do to someone. I have my phone in my hand, and when a text message comes in, I'll read it for the most part. And I will reply promptly, because that's what a text volley is for, right? A little bit of information. Do you want to do this? Whatever. Now, people are always going through shit. I think the longest I didn't respond to people texting me was when I was in my fucking coma, and people didn't know I was in a fucking coma. People noticed that I wasn't on social media, and actually that's how I became closer to one of my friends that I have now. And she told that to me. She was like, yeah, I saw that you wasn't posting doing this or doing that. And when I text you, now this wasn't somebody that I texted often. That's when I found out that you were sick. And if it took someone that was at that point in time, I wouldn't even say really an associate, because we never hung out. It was just like a social media friendship, to reach out and say, hey, I noticed something. Then you would think that your friends noticed something. But anyway, let me get to my example. So this particular person would text me, and I would give them a prompt response. And when I would text them, it would take a couple days. So I said, you know what? I got something for your motherfucking ass. And they texted me one time, and I went back and I looked at the time that it took when I text them to they text me back. I set a fucking alarm, and that's how long it took for me to respond to them. When I tell you the next time I text them, they responded quickly. Yeah, you have to teach motherfuckers how it feels to be treated the way they're treating you, right? You have to, did I say that right? Yeah. You have to show them what they're doing to you. And most of the time, 9 times out of fucking 10, they don't like it. After a certain point, when you're dealing in all types of relationships, friendships, loverships, partnerships, all of the ships, you have a certain amount of time to reply before I think that this shit is over or something is wrong. And that's same with going with a dude. You talking to a dude, we're supposed to be interested into each other. What y'all put into the comments? What is the amount of time that you should go without talking to someone that is supposed to be interested in you and you're supposed to be interested in? And it's like, who's always reaching out first? How are they responding? Are they answering telephone calls, FaceTimes? Like, all of that goes into play. I think sometimes everybody wants to be the main character. Everybody is the main character in their own story. However, and this is a big fucking however, when it comes to community, when it comes to village, you're no bigger than the next fucking person, because we all need each other to motherfucking elevate. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people say, well, damn, I don't have no friends, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. And it's because, bitch, you're not fucking responding to a text until 5 days later talking about something. I'm an introvert, but nobody invites me anywhere, and I still want, like the weirdos that say, I'm not going to go, but I still want to be invited. For what, bitch? Waste my breath for what? I'm not talking about the ones that can't make it. I'm not talking about the ones that had, prior engagements or financial issues. I'm talking about the ones that specifically say they're not going to go somewhere, but still want to be invited. For what? What? And if that's you and you're watching this, what the fuck be going on in your mind? I'll wait in the comments. Like, I need y'all to tell me what be going on in your mind. All I'm going to say is this: treat others in your friendships how you want to be treated. And I understand people have shit going on. I understand that gas is $6 a gallon. I understand that people get depressed, that people are sick, that people have chronic illnesses. However, if you want people to show up for you, how are you showing up for them? If you can't make it to my events, if you don't want to come to my events, a lot of my events are like party oriented unless it's my courses. It's either very serious, or very not serious, right? And if you can't come to my events, any of my events, whether it is one of my courses, I have some courses coming up that I'm doing this fall, whether it is my parties, you know how you can show the fuck up? By liking this, by being in the fucking comments and not fucking texting me. I have so many people that text me shit that can be in my comments that helps me move forward. And it's almost starting to feel like you all are doing that shit on purpose. Because y'all hear it. Y'all are watching, but y'all are not doing. I don't want it in my text messages. I don't, and I say that all the time. So when I'm giving y'all the blueprint on how to support me, I'm telling you, I need A, B, and C. I need a like. I need a comment. You don't have to share to YouTube, but I need a like and I need a comment. And y'all are not doing that, but you're in my text. It makes me not want to talk to you. Sometimes I am very big on energy and I can feel the energy through a text. I know when people are being shady. I know when people are being sassy. I know when motherfuckers are doing certain things. And that's why sometimes my sarcastic ass will send a motherfucking voice note to say, hey, I'm sending this voice note so you can hear my voice and hear my authenticity or, genuineness. Y'all know I be fucking up some words. What's the other word I was looking for? Or hear that I'm not being a fucking dickhead, right? And I want you to hear my voice because if you read it a particular way, I don't know what mood you're in. And you may read it the wrong motherfucking way. And I don't want you to read it the wrong way. So here's my voice. Here's my sincerity. That's the other word I was looking for. The actual sincerity. Or you can hear that I'm actually joking, right? But there are some people that when they text you, it's fucking draining. And I know somebody may be watching this, be like, bitch, you ain't get back to me for X, Y, and Z because I guess you could call me guilty of the topic, but sometimes people will text you and it's draining. And it's like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck? Right. And it's just like, sometimes you don't want to be that person, but sometimes you do have to take a pause, but I do respond for the most part when I'm not doing things. And also people think that because I'm unemployed, I'm not fucking working. I be in this bitch where that's why I need my file cabinet. I have my shredder. I'm doing shit online. Like I just posted that I was doing braid takedowns for $75. You know what I'm saying? Come to me. It's $100 mobile. You can't have animals. But I'm setting it up. I'm letting people know it's not like, how the fuck do y'all think that I have? And so when I say I don't have a job, I'm talking about traditional jobs, 9 to 5 with Bennies, right? So that's what the fuck I'm talking about. But I still be in here working my entire workstation. Bitch, I had to go buy a fucking printer. I'm still a notary. I still do content. I go to people's events and do content. I still do a whole bunch of things. And, the fact that people think that I don't do anything all day is crazy and almost offensive. But even with that, I still take the time to respond to my people. And sometimes, let's be real. Let's be candid on camera because that's what this is. Sometimes when I don't respond to your shit, it's because I don't feel the support. I don't feel that you like me, love me, support me the way that I feel that you should, to be in my phone the way that you're in my motherfucking phone. How about that? And that's just how I feel about this entire subject. It's ups and downs. It's lefts and rights. And, it's just what's going on. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know what be up with people some days. They want everything their way. And who the fuck doesn't? But you have to give in order to get. And I don't know if people understand that. And I say it over. Sometimes I feel like I'm sounding redundant, that I'm in school and I'm telling you what all of these things are and you're just not picking up what the fuck I'm putting down. But anyway, if you want good friends, be a good friend. And all I'm going to say to the people that are not getting the responses that they want, don't hit me with this is my phone bill, I'll answer when I want to, then don't call and ask me for shit either. You either going to be my motherfucking friend or you not. But not answering for 7 days is wicked. I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend at this point. And if that's what it took, peace. Literally, peace. We don't have to play this song and dance of whatever it is. And it doesn't mean it's bad blood either. It just means we went our separate ways. the season has seasoned, and I'm out. Just like